When I was trying to get directions to find a train station in Nagano, I was asking one of the guys in basic Japanese, and he said ishoni, which means together, which is so useful when you are trying to communicate with someone for directions who doesn't speak English, because they might just say together and they'll take you there, which is so helpful. So ishoni, learn that word. Is it difficult to travel Japan without speaking any Japanese? I've been travelling Japan for over 2 months now, and I speak a bit of Japanese, but I've survived. Most of the foreigners I've met in Japan speak less Japanese than me, and they've been fine. Most of the signage and labels are in Japanese, but you can often find them important information written in English. The only thing is that English signage is a lot less frequent, and say you're on public transport, it will only pop up very few times, but it still does pop up, so you'll be fine. Just keep your eye out for it. In big cities like here in Tokyo, it's really easy because lots of people speak English here just because there's a lot of foreigners. But also there's such good Wi-Fi that if that fails, you can use Google Translate, although that isn't great, and I'll come to that later. Getting around is pretty easy. You can just enter everything on Google Maps and it has mapped out just about everything. There are some things that have been tricky if you've seen some of the other videos. So while it isn't too hard, it is a lot easier knowing Japanese. Please some. Bag and bottle secured. If you didn't see one of the other videos, my bag just broke. So that is done. Great. Notoriously one of the hardest languages in the world to translate to English. There are some easy sayings and words that can help you. When asking for directions or making sure you're on the right bus or train, you can usually just say the bus stop or train stop that you're wanting to get off at, just to confirm that is the right train. But if you need proper directions, you can say doko, which means where. And usually people will be helpful enough. Either they're speaking English or they'll just point you in the right direction. If you want to pay by card, you can say card onegaishimasu. However, many places don't accept card, so what they might say is ie genkin dake. Ie is no, genkin is cash. This is gyudon, Japanese fast food. I got the extra meat and an extra boiled egg. It cost me just over £5, and it comes from miso and some salad. So here's me eating it. That was a banging lunch. That's like fast food in Japan. It's really good and really cheap. That was like less than £5. Excellent. And it's filling. matcha croissant. Gotta try it. Matcha flavour isn't very strong. It's there, but it's not strong. It's quite nice though. I'm just trying to get my bag so I can pack my stuff before I go. I don't know what I was complaining. That wasn't fun at all. Dinner time. If you can see this, but it's all sparkly on the ground. Ooh, fancy. Quite simple, you just order on an iPad kind of thing, and then print out a ticket and go pay at the front. You can get it to takeaway or easily. It's very simple. It was gyudon, but I got it with some curry. This is one of the rare cases where there is no English. Little snack from while I'm packing, and then bed. So no, it's not difficult to travel to Japan without speaking Japanese, but it can get harder as you go outside bigger cities with less people speaking English. And remember that Google Translate is not always correct, so just bear that in mind.